This week on the Spotlight, we talk White Sox baseball. John Danks could be the ace this year. Then we go to Bulls coverage. And Taj Gibson, I think, should play more. He's low-key about it, the gentleman, but we have a fine conversation with him. Then we go to 44th and Wallace for Kelly's Trivia, a very lively group. And we finish with Salerno Championship Trivia this week on the Spotlight. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. From wherever Chicago's sports teams are making news, this is the 23rd year of the Lansing Floral Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. Want to get a haircut from a great hairstylist? Call mine, Rose Murillo, 312-726-2201. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Be safe with Sureway Insurance Company, 3312 North Milwaukee. Call my friend Jean at 773-282-2022. She has the answers on your auto, home, business, life coverage, including SR22 coverage drivers. Call Sureway Insurance.
Hi, my name is Rose, and I've been a skilled hairstylist for over 10 years. I specialize in men's haircuts and in corrective color. Come visit me at Salon 203 at 203 North LaSalle, 312-726-2201. And while you're at it, come in and get a shoe shine and a shave. It's a great place where a man can be a man. Since 1967, El Jardín has been serving the finest Mexican food. Before, after, or during ball games, located conveniently just 3 blocks south of Wrigley Field, 3335 North Clark. Whether there's a game or not, you still get hungry, and El Jardín has great service, great food, and great drinks. I've enjoyed every meal I've had there, and you will too. So get to El Jardín for great Mexican food at 3335 North Clark Street in Chicago. You'll be glad you did. It's time to talk White Sox. We go back to Sox Fest, and starting pitcher John Danks, very upbeat about the 2012 season.
Team win, and that's a big addition. You know, we're gonna have to play them tough. You know, that's you know, for anyone in our division, we have to be a little better at winning within our division. You know, I think that's kind of been our pitfall the last few years, and you know, we're gonna have to go through Detroit. They're good. You know, we know that, but you know, we usually play them well, and we think we have the pieces to compete with anybody.
Now do you feel you have the responsibility, that management has the confidence in you to deliver that you know, big consistent year? I mean, that's what you expect from yourself, but is it even more so now with Burrell's gone?
Yeah, I think you know, everyone has to step up and contribute. We lost 200 innings and 30 starts, and you know, I'm excited to see Sale. We know what everyone else can do, and you know, I think we're going to be just fine. Obviously, it isn't going to be easy. You lose a guy like Burley. That's a big hit, but we have some talented guys here still that can get the job done.
How do you think having Robin replacing Ozzie is going to help you guys get this thing turned around? Is that something that needed to happen?
You know, I don't know. I loved Ozzie. Ozzie's the only manager I've had, so I'm excited to see how other people run a clubhouse. You know, I mean, I loved Ozzie. Ozzie had his you know, positives. Obviously had his negatives. You know, I mean, we all do, and you know, I think it's going to be interesting. It'll be fun. It's been nice, you know, meeting the staff and you know, just kind of getting excited for the season. You know, these guys are very positive, and you know, I mean, within our group, we're expecting bigger things than what the experts and people are predicting out of us.
So-called experts.
Yeah.
There's so much talk about who's not here, but you look around the room, there's still some faces who were here last year. Obviously a disappointing season, but you weren't that far off. Do you feel like just a few tweaks here and there, you guys can compete this season?
I think so. We just got to be consistent. We have the talent. We just have to be consistent, and you know, I mean, go out there and play. You know, it's a game, man, and we're all blessed to get to play a game for a living. You know, so go out there, have fun. I think the way we got out of the gate last year, we're kind of down. I mean, we didn't get off the start we wanted to, and we're trying to catch back up and just couldn't get over the hump. I think we can get out of the gate, have a good April. I think snowball effect will be all right. I think April's an important month.
Good to see you, John.
Hey, thank you.
You mentioned losing Burley, and that's certainly important, but maybe a little bit under the radar, the loss of Santos is going to make your club a little different. How concerned are you about the bullpen and the back end there?
Not at all, to be honest with you. Obviously, Sergio is great and had a great year for us, but I think between Addison Reed and Thornton and Crane, we have guys that can get outs back there, and guys that have done it before, and I think we're going to be okay. I really do. I have all the confidence in the world to turn a game over to those guys.
You mentioned a hot start in April for the club. You yourself too pitched pretty well early on, but didn't get many breaks, and maybe in a great start for you could be the springboard for the club.
I hope so. I think everyone in the rotation has to give us a chance to win, and I think our guys can, and we just have to hold them, hold them to one less than what we score, it sounds simple, but we really do. That's kind of the name of the game. We have to, get out, play consistently from April to October, and we'll see what happens. But I'm expecting bigger things than what people think we're going to do.
Do you feel a little relieved that you don't have to worry about those trade rumors and no more contract talk coming into this?
It's definitely refreshing. There's a different feel coming into this year than years past, from a personal standpoint. But, nothing changes. Since my rookie year, I go out there and try to get a chance to win that night. And, I feel like I've taken some positive strides, every year, and hopefully this year I take another big step towards the towards the kind of where I want to be in my career, and I think I'm capable of it.
With the first start you kind of had last year, obviously you were frustrated, but how much did you learn about yourself in that stretch and just how you finished the season strong?
Yeah, I learned that I can pretty much handle anything in this game. That was a long, frustrating 2 months for sure, but I survived. Here I am. I'm ready to go again. So, I know the club has all the confidence in the world in me. I know my teammates do, and it's just up to me to go out there and perform now. Despite
losing Burley, how much does it help you guys having Coop still on the staff, despite having a ton of different moving parts?
Yeah, Coop's been great for me and other guys. He knows what he's doing. That's why he's one of the best pitching coaches in baseball. And he's a guy that we can lean on and question. And he'll get us right, and so I have all the confidence in Coop, and I'm glad he's here. And it stinks to lose Burley, but we have some guys stepping in that are going to be just fine.
In the past, you and your brother had some pretty intense off seasons going against each other. Did that happen again this off season?
Yeah, we're working out together, and he's doing good. He's looking good, and he's going to come into camp. Hopefully, he opens some eyes and gets a shot. So he knows what he has to do, and he's working hard towards that.
Nobody would be chasing the ball down harder to save you a hit than he would, right?
Well, he better catch them all.
Despite not being.
Since 1955, Rosangela's Pizza has been there for you at 95th and California, across from Little Company Mary Hospital. You can call them at 708-422-2041. Everything homemade, including the sauce. Great beef and meatball sandwiches, pasta, chicken, seafood, desserts. Dine in for lunch and dinner. Rosangela's, 95th and California. It's always the season for Riley's Trick Shop at 6442 West 111th in Worth. Or you can call them at 708-448-0075. Right now they have football strip cards, a wide selection of Halloween costumes and tricks and treats. And then for later in the year, Santa suits. So for all your needs, especially Halloween, Riley's Trick Shop on 111th Street. Nuevo Leon, for the best Mexican cuisine since 1962. Serving every day from 7 a.m. to midnight, conveniently located 1515 West 18th Street, just a block east of Ashland in Chicago. Of course, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a wide range of menu items. Everything from steak, seafood, to breakfast, to chicken, pork, dine-in, carry-out. tacos, enchiladas, everything you can imagine, and great quality at Nuevo Leon, 1515 West 18.
Go see my friends at Quick Stop Muffler and Brake, 95th and Pulaski. In addition to muffler, brake, they have shocks, struts. They will do diagnostic for your car. They'll tell you what's wrong with a free estimate. Great service, great experiences. Quick Stop Muffler and Brake, 95th and Pulaski.
We're back in the spotlight, and it's time to talk stretch run. It's certainly the second half now, and one of the things that you have to watch for on this team is the bench mob, if you will. I had a recent conversation with Taj Gibson about maybe asserting on the offensive end. Yeah, he doesn't need any coaching on that. The defensive end is well in control, and but we cover all the bases, and also the fabulous United Center crowds, which in addition to being at record attendance, are very vocal and intense, particularly when the Bulls are down, I thought. We talk about all these subjects. Let's take it away with Taj, a unique man who has experience on the East Coast, the West Coast, and the middle of the city of Chicago. Even though this is not a team that acts the part, with their excellent standing in the conference, and really as long as I can virtually remember, the United Center has been a jam-packed crowd, and arriving, hour and a half before the game, it really is a delight to have so many people on your side, and anytime a shot goes down, they're screaming for you.
It's wonderful. It's one of the best cities in the world when it comes down to fans, and they're here every game, no matter what. If we lose one or we win one, they're here no matter what.
Well, your home record is impeccable this season, and certainly giving them plenty more to cheer about. But one thing I noticed, even when you're down at home, they're chanting defense, and when you go on a run, like a 10-2 run or something like that, it's electric in here.
Oh yeah, because this city feeds off of hard work and effort. And we go out there and lay on the line for our team. The fans just love it. They love guys that play hard and just show effort for the city of Chicago, and it's great.
I hadn't really thought of it in those terms, but they call it the city with big shoulders and whatnot, and your team does embody the hard work ethic. How much of that is from the coach, and how much from the individuals?
It's about half and half. It works together. We got a good coach, and then we got guys that are willing to put in the effort, put in the work, and it comes to our advantage. And we just listen to the coach. That's first thing first. We're real coachable. A lot of guys on this team are real coachable, and it all works to our advantage.
I'm looking over there with Paxson and Gar Forman, and they are kind of unsung heroes too, because it seems like they matched up not only the skill level but the personalities of you players, with the eventual coach, and that's why the chemistry seems so good.
Yeah, it was a process. It took a while, a couple years, but they got together real fast. And every year since, we've been having guys that match everybody's skill level and guys that just real cooperative to coaching, and it's been working.
What was it about your early upbringing in basketball or life that made you the tenacious guy who was diligent for detail and gave a lot of effort on the defensive end?
Just started out in New York, just always listening. One thing they always told me in New York was always be able to listen, always be able to be coachable. And I just took it with me to college. I met a great coach in Tim Floyd that coached in the NBA, especially for Chicago. And he just told me about the ins and outs of the game of basketball and how to just listen to coaching, no matter what. Even if the coach may be wrong, just always listen and learn from it. And that's what I've been doing all my years.
You're one of the few people, with maybe the exception of Phil Jackson, who has New York, L.A., and Chicago on their resume. And that's quite a different bit of stylings there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big difference. Every city has its own different style. But I've just been able to adapt. And one thing about it, those are three big cities, and I was blessed to be a part of it.
What did you learn, and what was your big lesson learned in the L.A. region?
It's a real fast-paced region. A lot of up and down, a lot of athletes, and it's it's a different style from New York because guys out there know how to shoot the ball very well. In New York, it's more physical, getting to the basket, getting fouled, and it was a big difference. But I was able to adapt.
Besides doing this TV thing, I write a column on my website, and in a recent article I wrote that I thought if you could see a few more minutes, we might see a little bit more of your offensive burst. Because I noticed that before the All-Star break, in your moments in there, your explosion to the basket I thought was increasing, and your opportunities to do so were happening as you took the ball to the rack.
I'm not really worried about that. Even when I started, I saw I could start in the league. I showed minutes. At one point in the league, I was averaging 14 and 9 last year. So I'm not really worried about all the scoring part. Wherever I have to fit in, whenever I get my open looks, I'm just going to take them. Right now, I'm just doing whatever the team needs me to do to help the team win games. I'm an unselfish player, and I just feed off other people.
Well, I mean, that thought process is cool. But I guess as an outside observer, I'm saying, late in the game, when Derek's getting overplayed, it's very fun to see somebody like you get loose, and knock down a shot and then, maybe go to the line for a three-point play.
Yeah, it is. Those things happen from time to time. Like I said, whenever I'm needed to step up, whenever it's time for me to step up, like exactly in the playoffs, whatever the team needs me to do, I'm willing to go. And it's up to me to have the confidence and the mobility to do it. Like I said, it's going to take everyone on our team to help us get better as one another. And it's been working out with me and Carlos. It's been helping me get better in practice, get better confidence, and it's been going well.
But it certainly doesn't detract from your ability to play tenacious D and disrupt another team's offense by blocking some shots.
Yeah, that's one thing about the game of basketball. You always got to keep moving. If you're not scoring well, you can rebound the ball well. If you're not rebounding, you can play defense. There's many different things you can do to help your team, even get night. If the shot isn't going, that's what I learned. You got to do different things to help your team, and that's what I try to do.
Well, I'm looking for a poster picture where you block the shot, it goes out to Derek, and then he finds you at the end of it for the finish.
Hopefully I get one of those soon.
That's what I'm looking for. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. For a great time, get to Kelly's at 44th and Wallace. I'll be there doing my trivia game Friday, March 16th at 8 p.m. and again on the 23rd at 8 p.m. If it was anything like the last go-round that you will see on this show, it will be intense. Get there early. 8 teams can play, and we had the full boat last time. So for fun times, Kelly's, 44th and Wallace. See you there. Come play in the area's classiest billiard center, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet Avenue in Munster, 2 blocks south of 8094. Selling the most famous names of pool tables and billiard equipment. Specializing in table recovery and moving of tables. A complete pro shop with the most brand names of cues and cases. Celebrating over 20 years, excellence, top billiard tables, the place where the action is, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet in Munster. We're back on the spotlight. We're at Kelly's Tavern, 44th and Wallace, and we got trivia here. Let's take it away with the questions and the answers.
In 2005,
Frank only played in 34 games, but the Sox climbed in the standings during that time. Within 2, how many homers did he hit in that 34-game stretch? Five seconds. Okay. They're throwing for 80 points. Mac, that's 70. 70 points at stake. All right, that throw didn't go. Jag bags are up. They said 10. I said that you had to be within 2. And it is 12, and you get it. 140. All right, and the spread eagles may select. First and last name of the woman who won Best Supporting Actress. Five seconds. They're going to throw. It's a 90-pointer. Spread eagles could go to 200.
We made it, by the way. We made it if you guys care. 90 points.
The throw is good. And the spread eagles didn't have to say Octavia Spencer. Spread to 200 in the lead. All right, we continue with Shell and Mo. What would you like? Frank Thomas, Academy Awards, 80s music.
80s music.
She sang Morning Train.
Sheena Easton.
That's correct. It's a 100. All right, Shell and Mo to 170. Close to the leaders. The music's done for this section, but we still have Academy and Frank. And Double D's may select. Frank. Berthy or Frank Thomas within 2 years? 5 seconds. Going. 61 is too far back. And we go to Chili Dogs. Louder. 64 is too far back. And we go to Misfits.
66.
66. You got to be within 2. At 68, you get it. It's an 80. And the Misfits to 140. One question off the lead. Anti-AA. Academy or Frank? Academy. The best original musical score was from this movie. Five seconds to name the movie. Going. The Muppets is a good try. We go to the Sodomites. The artist is correct. That's a 100. And the Sodomites to 160. Game tightening up massively.
I eat on the pasta twice just...
Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria at Grand and Racine is the place to go before United Center Pavilion, Bulls, Hawks, Cubs, and Sox too. Dine in or carry out with great family recipes, including homemade pastas, steaks, seafood, a great fun bar area. Meet people. Have a tremendous time. At Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria, Grand and Racine, you'll find a great variety of foods for you to enjoy at Salerno's.
Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous Braid of Cloth. Call 708-388-3700. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski.
Lanigan's Irish Pub is the place to be at 3119 West 111th Street, right by Kedzie. Live music on Sunday with Fast Eddie. Drink specials daily, including $1.50 domestic bottles on Thursday, $3 Guinness on Tuesday. Call for Karaoke information on Friday. Party room, too. All that available at Lanigan's Irish Pub, 3119 West 111th Street on the beautiful south side of Chicago. Get there, Lanigan's Irish Pub. Lindy's Chili, Gertie's Ice Cream at 110th and Kedzie has it all. From fresh-made burgers, fries, hot dogs, chicken, turkey, Polish, shrimp, tuna, barbecue, ham, tamales, quesadillas. They've got salads and plenty of ice cream with sundaes, banana splits, and seasonal favorites. Get all these things at Lindy's Chili, which is where I start, 110th and Kedzie.
We're back on the spotlight, and one more trivia installment. We're at Salerno's at Grand and Racine, championship match from 2011.
Brings it to 670. Is that the Spice Girls?
Did you know the name?
No, I didn't learn it out.
All right, well then.
A rarity occurred in the 70s. This movie and its sequel both were Best Picture. 5 seconds. Going. What did you say? I couldn't hear you. Godfather and what? Yeah, that's right. It's an A. And Tony, don't make me coax you on your answer. J&B. 2 movies had one-word titles, and they were Best Pictures. Yes, Patton and Rocky is right. The 90, A&B to 840, still in front. Shy Sharks. I'll give you a main actor from each of these 2 Best Pictures, and you give me the 2 movie names back. I'm not making a connection between the actor and the actress. I just want 2 movies back. Julie Andrews, Omar Sharif. Five seconds.
Where are you? Lawrence of Arabia.
Correct. Correct. The 100 and Shy Shark.
Boy, oh boy, that was the fastest 29 minutes in the history of television. That's about all the time we have for this week. So I'd like to thank you for joining us. We'll have more trivia and all kinds of other stuff. And we'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching. See you next week.
This week's show has been brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero.
Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch. Very competitive pricing, 708-396-1010.